Hi everyone, it's day 13 of the Advent series. This one is from Craft Pack Canada. I gotta move it all the way over because the logo is up in the top corner. And we are working on the opposite corner today, right up here on day 13. Thank you very much for coming and spending some time with me. If you have not already, please subscribe, like, share the video, and definitely leave a comment if you like what you see. If you don't like what you see, well, you can leave a comment too. But it is what it is. Alright, it is Saturday. So I'm doing this a little bit earlier today. I didn't sleep at all last night. Oh my goodness. I was still awake at 6 o'clock this morning. So, I was chatting with Teresa actually. So, it was evening there, morning here. I'm just a mess today. Ooh, lots of blue for you, Lisa. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, this is a sky, possibly house right here, lamppost over here. Yeah, we're just going to take our time today and do this particular section, and we will get it all done. It is almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Mom will be saying hello in any minute now. So just hang tight for that, and we'll listen when Mama decides that she wants to chime in here. Literally chime in, because the clock chimes, and she is going to be doing that any minute now. What's the news today? Oh, I went to No Frills. It's the new grocery store that opened just down the hill from where I'm living. Wow, I got some good deals. Just saying. I'm not really a Loblaw fan, but this store, I got some deals. There were things that I needed, of course, and I didn't buy anything that I didn't need. Well, I bought one thing I didn't really need, but I got it because I wanted it to take to Pixies this evening, because I'm going down there and we are going to be diamond painting. And I'm hoping to finish the diamond painting that I'm working on tonight. So I'll have that one finished, and I think that's probably like the second finish for me this year. I haven't done a lot of diamond painting. Too much going on. So I went to the store. I bought a shrimp ring for us for this evening because we both like shrimp. So I bought that. Got it for only $6. Like, that's a great price for that particular item. It's only small, but still, it's a good price. What else did I get? I got 15 pounds of potatoes for $8. I mean, I don't know how much that is a pound, but like, I'm very happy about that. They're the perfectly imperfect ones, so they're misshapen. They're not like perfectly round potatoes, but who needs a perfectly round potato? By the time it gets where it's going, it's not going to be perfectly round now, is it? And if you're mashing it, it don't matter. If you're cutting it up to make French fries, it doesn't matter if it's perfectly round. Like, they don't have to be perfect potatoes. Although I do know some people who want perfect potatoes for baking and stuff like that, but I don't. I don't need perfect potatoes. Goodness. I'm not a big potato person. And I just usually slice them, cut them up, mash them, whatever. I'm not one of these people that really needs like a perfect potato. I got some carrot. About 4 pounds of carrot 5 pounds of carrot for $4. So, like, yeah, it was affordable things today. And they had their chicken. It was like 30% off most of the packages of chicken. So why wouldn't you buy it? Bring it home, put it in the freezer, and it's good to go. There's Mama. Let me see. She's a minute slow now. Okay, I've been fiddling with the pendulum to try and get the clock on a good time, because she's been either fast or slow. So she was 4 minutes fast, now she's a minute slow. It's like, oh goodness. But I'll get there. I'll get it figured out. It takes a little while sometimes when, like, you take it down off the wall and you hang it up on the wall again. It's not happy. It's not happy with me. It doesn't like it didn't like that it had to move, I guess we could say. So, yeah. Now I'm putting those on the wrong ones. Look at that. I am being stupid. They're supposed to go on the number 1, not on the letter A. Because this is the symbol 1. See? See what happened? See what happened? It's the number 1, not the letter A, and I ended up doing it wrong. Because I'm stupid. Well, no, I'm not stupid, but it's like my jar that's listed as number 1 is A, and the symbol 1 is not. So I knew I was going to make a mistake like that, but I'm glad I caught it before it was too late. So let's put them on the number 1 here. I think that's all the ones that I did though. So anyway, didn't sleep last night. Very, very tired today. Like eyes are burning tired, and that might be the reason why I just made that silly little mistake. I went to bed, just could not sleep. I was still awake at 6 o'clock this morning. Like, it's just crazy how all night I was there and not able to sleep. I know, it's just nuts. There's another A, and A. Taking them off the ones that don't need to be on. Okay, now I'm going to do the A. Not only that it's the next symbol that I would be doing normally, but I want to get them done and taken care of so that I don't mix up anything else again. Okay, okie dokie. We got a nice day here today. It's not too bad. It's not like super cold. It's like 1-2 degrees maybe. So it's not like majorly cold. It's not gonna freeze your buns off or anything outside. But it's not super warm either. So not snowing today, which is good. Snowed last night while I was out coming home. It wasn't snowing when I was coming home, but it had snowed and there was snow on the road. So, and I'm not as confident driving in the snow as I used to be. So I took my time, but I got home, no problem at all. I wasn't spinning around and sliding all over the road like some people would be. I just take my time, move along. Keep up with traffic, but there wasn't a lot of traffic last night when I was on my way home anyway. No more A's. I don't see any. Do you? Do you see any A's there? Yes, I see one. See one right there. And I see another one. Look at that. Up in the sky. There's A's all over the place up in the sky. Because this is sky up here. This is a chimney. This is a rooftop. This is snow. So we're going to we've got this, or I have this image figured out. I don't know if I've ruined it for anybody. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I figured it out. It looks nice. I'm happy with the image so far. I do like it. It's a good image. It's a nice Christmas image, I think. Oh, you don't want to come off? Come on. Stick to the canvas, not to the pen. To the canvas, not the pen. So how's everyone doing today? And thank you, Lisa, for the comment on the video from yesterday or last night or whenever it was uploaded. I was late doing it last night. But thank you for the information. You said she said she went to the website and looked at the shipping costs and stuff. So it is free shipping within Canada and US over $80 Canadian. If you order $80 or more Canadian, you get free shipping. If you order internationally, you would have to spend $150 Canadian to get the free shipping. So I'm sure you can top up your cart to whatever it needs to be. Lisa said she throws some putty in her cart because she really enjoys the putty. Great idea. I think there might be cover minders there too. I'm not sure. There are accessories, so you can top up your cart with some accessories to get it to where it needs to be for the free shipping. And if you don't want the free shipping, you don't have to top up your cart. You can just buy what you desire and pay the shipping cost. I don't know how much shipping is. I have never paid shipping with Craft Pack Canada because, well, I did once, but that was a long time ago. Normally what I order is over $80. Or in this case, this year, this kit was gifted or offered as a promo. So I am promoting Craft Pack Canada every single day this month until December 24th. They are a great company to deal with. They're very, very nice to me. I enjoy their product, and I'm sure you will too. If you have not already tried them out, just go to the link in the description box below and you will be able to check out their website and see what they have offered. See what they offer. If there's anything there that you like, buy it. I would recommend it. They're all produced in Canada by Canadians and shipped from Canada as well. So there's none of this order it, then the order gets shipped off to a warehouse in China or wherever. It's not drop shipped from China. It is actually produced in Canada and sent to you from Ontario in Canada. So if you want to support a Canadian company, here's your opportunity. I know we all like to support local, not necessarily like within your community local, but in this case it would be a Canadian company which I would consider to be supporting technically local because it's local to Canada, not necessarily to my city in Canada, but it's a Canadian company, so to me that's local. I'm in Canada locally, they are in Canada, albeit a different province, but but still, they deserve to be supported. They are Canadians. They're contributing to the Canadian economy. So give them a bit of love. And show them that you want to support Canada as well. Support Canadian, proudly made in Canada. So, made and produced in Canada. I like that. I really do. So many things you see these days. Made in China, made in China, made in China. Nothing against being made in China. They do. I mean, China is a manufacturing powerhouse. They make a lot of things. They contribute to a lot of countries' economies by making things and shipping things into their countries. And it's probably cheaper to make it there because materials and things like that are generally cheap. Labor is cheaper. So, I mean, it makes sense to have things made in China. But when you look at it from the other standpoint, sometimes there are human rights violations. Labor laws that apply in our jurisdiction don't apply there. So there could be young children being exploited to make the things that we enjoy every day. So just be aware, I guess, of what you're consuming. I don't mean to be a PSA here and be all about like don't buy from China. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. It's just, I guess, be smart about what you're consuming. I know that like copyrights and things like that are different with China. Like they don't necessarily abide by the same copyright laws that we do in the West. Why are you still... Oh, because you're concave. That's why. That's why you didn't want to come off. You're a little bit concaved. That's fine. You don't have to go onto canvas if you don't want to. But I mean, I have things here that were made in China, obviously. The desk I'm working on was probably made in China. I don't know exactly. There's no sticker on it anymore, so... But there is I think a story about, I think it was Rubbermaid. Rubbermaid was made in Canada. Walmart was selling Rubbermaid, and they forced Rubbermaid to move their production from Canada to China so that the items could be produced, manufactured at a cheaper rate so that Walmart could make more money. So corporate greed took a big part of that. So that's... They sell them for the same price, but they're getting them cheaper, essentially. So, in order to compete, Rubbermaid was forced. If they wanted to still sell their product at Walmart, they had to move their production from Canada to China so that Walmart could make more money. That, to me, is not ethical. Walmart should not have been allowed to do that. I don't know when I heard how long ago that might have happened. I know it was a long time ago. And I honestly believe that I don't think Rubbermaid right now is even still a Canadian company. I don't know for sure. But at that point they were. But through all the changes and stuff, it's probably not even a Canadian company anymore. But that was a greedy thing to do, I feel. I know that, like, yes, it costs more to make things in Canada because our labor laws are different here in Canada. We have minimum wages that we have to pay people, and those minimum wages are not small anymore. Like, I mean, one time when I started working, minimum wage was like a little over $4 an hour. Yes, I am that old. I think it was $4.25 I got on my first job. But that was the minimum wage. Not livable wage, but minimum wage. I was 14. And that's what I was making, $4.25 an hour. So I had pocket money, basically. But at that time I could go to the store and buy a lot of stuff for $10. The value was different then. And things were still made in China. Even then. A lot of things were made in China, Japan, Hong Kong. Asian countries were the manufacturing giants. They were then, they still are now. And I don't think it's wrong. It's just that I would kind of take a look and see where things are made, I guess, more now than I used to in the past. So I know a lot of people were boycotting US made products here in Canada and other parts of the world. We're not going to get political here, but they were seeing effects of people not buying US made products. I understand why. I really do. But me? It didn't affect me a whole lot. I go for price. I'm not going to pay extra if something is $7.99 because it's this from one country and $3.99 because it's from the US. I'd buy the $3.99 one. I really would, because my money's hard to come by. And my purchasing power is not the greatest right now. So I'm looking for the best price. And I'm sure there's many more like me. Now, if they were both the same price, I'd probably pick the Canadian one. Not gonna lie, I'd probably pick the Canadian one if they were both the same price. If there was something that was made in Canada and something made in another country and they were exactly the same price, I'd choose the made in Canada one. I really would. How'd I get in on this tangent anyway? Goodness. Oh, because Craft Pack Canada is a Canadian company making products made in Canada. Yes, that's where I was going with that. I know, I'm weird. Yeah. But I live in Canada, so I'm proud of my country. And just recently, the grocery store that I went to today opened in my community, in my neighborhood where I live now. So I went there and I supported them today. to the tune of whatever I spent. But I probably won't have to go back anymore now until after Christmas because I've got enough groceries to last me for a while, which is good. So I'm hoping that I don't need to buy a lot of things before Christmas now. But they had some good sales there today. Like I said, I got 5 pounds of carrots for $4. I like that. And I got my chicken cheaper. I got a lot of things today. And when I came home, I made lunch. I ate lunch. I finished off a mitten that I was making. Well, I didn't finish the whole thing. I still have to do the thumb. And then then I started this. I'll get this done. I'll get something to eat for dinner. I'm not going to have a large dinner. I'm full now from lunch because I had the tacos and I ate way too many. Way too much. I might just have a sandwich or something for dinner this evening. Something quick. Quick and easy. And we'll be able to get through all of that. Then I'm going down to Pixie's. Taking her Christmas presents down this evening from me, and I'm actually going to pick up the ones that Joanne has for her. And I'm going to take those down to her too because Joanne's still not able to get out too much. She sent me a message today. She said, I'm so sorry that I haven't been great company lately. I'm like, hey, you do you. You recover. I'm not worried about you being good company. Just recover. You're an awesome neighbor. You're a great friend. Just get better and then we'll hang out. So I haven't seen her a lot. I saw her a couple days ago. I went over and dropped off some stuff for her from work. That was, I think, Tuesday. That's the last time I saw her. She was doing good. She's doing okay. She gets comfortable in bed and she stays there because, like, wherever she's comfortable, whichever position she gets in that she's comfortable in, well, that's important. So, yeah. So I was going to run over this afternoon and pick up the stuff that she had, but she said she was in bed because she was comfortable and she didn't want to get up at that point, which I understand completely. So I told her, well, I'll come over when I'm going to Pixie's and I can pick it up then. No problem. Am I still in frame? Yes, I am. Good. All right. So Lisa, this says a lot of blue, this section. A lot of blue in the top of it. I know, you're sick of doing blue. Lisa's like, I'm just glad not to be working on blue. And here we are working on blue again. But that's okay. Lisa is doing the Advent Calendar series as well this year. So she's watching the videos, and hi Lisa, thanks for watching the videos and supporting the channel, of course. I don't remember. Oh yes, I do. I remember what you said in your comment, that you thought I'd go back to Coke, to regular Coke once the sugar tax was lifted. I have gone back to regular Coke. I'm not watching my figure. The only way I'm watching this figure, my love, is getting bigger and bigger and bigger because I'm not as skinny as I once was. So, but I had Coke Zero last night. was my drink of choice last night because that's what they had. They didn't have regular Coke. I had regular Coke today because when I went to gas up the car to get the fuel in the car, to get gas, I had a coupon for 7 cents off per liter. So now I got my gas cheap today, which is good because gas has gone down a little bit here. It's at a 143 point something. So take 7 cents off that. 166 point something I paid today. That was almost $4 off. So, yeah. Yes, please. So I saved 4 cents a liter today, and I had a coupon for a free pop at the place. So I got that, and I actually got a regular Coke. I had that with my lunch today. So yes, Lisa, I have regular Coke now because the sugar tax is lifted. Our infamous sugar tax, which should have never been put in place in the first place. I won't say what I called it when it was in effect. Our government person that put it in effect, I won't say what I said about the reason why it was put in effect. But I don't think it was put in effect to make sure that we were going to be healthier. I always thought it was a money grab. They didn't grab a lot of money off of me. It was branded as rethink your drink. Yeah, no. It was buy the sugar. Give us the money. We can make money off of this by implementing a tax on sugar-sweetened beverages. But what bugged me was if you went to like McDonald's or somewhere like that, where they serve fountain drinks, and you had a fountain drink, obviously, because that's what they serve, and you went to the fountain and you took Coke Zero, Diet Coke, or something that was not sugar sweetened, they still charged you the sugar tax at the register. So one day I noticed it, and I said to the person, I said, I'm getting Coke. I said Coke Zero, and you still charged me, what, I don't know, 12 cents or 8 cents or something like that. And they were like, yeah, the sugar tax for fountain drinks. I'm like, no, sugar tax is on sugar sweetened drinks. If I have Coke Zero, there's no sugar, so I don't have to pay what I used to call it. I'm going to say it. I don't have to pay the fat tax. That's what I called it. Because the person that put it in place, I always thought was doing it so that... Well, anyway, that's neither here nor there. I always call it the fat tax. So, I said, I'm not paying it. I said, I want you to reverse it right now. I'm getting a Coke Zero, and you can come and watch if you'd like. They were like, oh, no. There's no need for us to come and watch. We'll give it back to you. I'm like, you should not be charging it. If somebody says they're going to get Coke Zero at your machine, you should not be charging them that fat tax. So, but now that's been lifted since July. Or July last year or something like that. I don't really remember when. But anyway. I have gone back to regular Coke. I will have regular Coke at Christmas because that's what my brother has for me for Christmas. He's got me a thing with a case of Coke. He always gives me a case of Coke for Christmas. So I do know that he has that this year because I wrapped it. It's under my tree. I do have my tree up. It's over in the corner. It's not lit up yet today. But yeah. I do have it up now and it's decorated as much as it's going to be decorated. I don't have a lot of decorations put on the tree because it's, whatever. I have a lot of decorations I can put on it, but I've always found that I've put too many decorations on the tree and you couldn't actually see the tree. So this year I decided not to put as many decorations on my tree, and it looks fine. Now I have a small tree. It's a slim tree, not a pencil, a slim tree. Pencil tree is the same from the bottom to the top. This one does have a little flair to it. It's nice, it's little. So it works for a smaller space. You're still in focus, in field. The visual field there. Yep. It's starting to get dark now. Which drives me nuts. It's 3:30 in the afternoon and it's getting dark already. Like, I don't get it. I don't like it. That's why I want daylight savings time all the time. Because this would be 4:30. Yeah, we don't get that either. I won't go on a tangent about the time changes. I'm just looking forward to March when it changes back to daylight savings time. March 8th. Come on with it. Bring it up. Yeah, it'll be... I mean, by the time we get to there, the evenings will be a little bit longer anyway. We will be seeing more daylight at that point anyway. By the end of January, we're going to see like a good bit of daylight then. Well, we'll see a difference in it, I guess we could say, by the end of January. Because like December 21st is the day with the shortest amount of daylight hours. And there's no trouble to tell that it's getting close to that now, because it gets dark really early. I don't like it. The long, dark winter. And then it's usually cloudier in the wintertime as well, like overcast. It's not as bright, like the sky is not as bright. We're further away from the sun. We don't get heat. It's just depressing. Winter to me is a depressing time of year. I get very... I have feelings about it. I don't like winter. So... yeah. I've always preferred summer and heat over cold and snow and winter. Like my mom. Don't like snow. Almost don't like anybody who likes it. Almost. There's some people who like snow that I actually like, the people. But I almost don't like anybody who likes it. I'm going to pause you for 1 second. I have to turn on some lights here. Okay. Are we recording again? Yes, we are. Good, good. I've just turned on a light so I can see a little bit better. I don't know if it made a difference to the screen or not. I really don't know. I didn't really look. I need like 3 or 4 of these. Yeah. So this is a rooftop we're working on here. With snow. Snow on the roof. A little bit of snow on the roof. And there's a gable. It's part of the village, I guess, that we're looking at, that we're peering in on. We're peering in on a little Christmas village. And we've got a church there in the background of the other section that I did. This section here that I'm pointing at has a church in that, so every little village should have a church. My mother's Christmas village, when she was alive and displayed her Christmas village, had several churches. She loved the churches in the Christmas village. And they were always at the highest points in the middle of the village. So like there was, she had a cathedral, she had a church, she had this and that and the other thing. And I was like, wow, a lot of people going to heaven in your village. She was like, well, she said, if I get my wish, they'll all go. I said, yeah, I guess so. She said, I'll put enough churches in there for everybody to have one of their own. Yep, everybody was going to heaven in her village. No doubt about it. If having churches in your village would send you there, she's definitely there. Yeah, no, my mom was a great, great person. There's one there, and there's one down here. Right here. I think that's all of them. I think that's all I see. Yep, that's all I see. Okay, so this is going to be a part of the snow, I think. We're going to say there's snow. Even though I don't like snow, it looks pretty on a roof in the nighttime. I'm concentrating here because I want to make sure that I get them all. And there's W's and M's and U's. And like they're all very close in color. I want to make sure that I get them all so I don't have to go back and fill them in later. I'm really taking my time with this particular symbol. I think I got them. Nope, I missed one down here. Right there. See, taking that extra little look don't always hurt. There's another one over there. Right here. the heart symbol. This one I'm going to be able to do a little bit of multi-placing on. And thank you, Teresa, for your comment about how well I'm doing with the multi-placing. I think I am practicing and getting more used to it. It's still not like first nature to me, but it does get things done a little bit faster. It's a bit more efficient on this side of things, I guess. Especially when I'm doing videos and want to keep them at a reasonable length, not too long, so that you guys don't have to spend too much time. Now, I know some people don't mind spending a bit of time with me. If you have the time and you want to spend it with me, sure, stick around. And I understand if you just come by and get the bit that you need from this video and then move on along, that's fine too. Don't expect everybody to sit here and watch the whole thing every single day. But if you do, that's awesome. I thank you for it. My little channel thanks you for it. Now, I'm going to try something here. I'm going to orient myself so that I am this way. So that it still seems like I'm going uphill with them. That one was a little bit off kilter. Okay, we're getting there. We're doing good today. I think we're making pretty good time. I missed a couple of W's there. Look at that. I gotta go back now and figure those out. So my extra look didn't really work out too well for me. Yeah, well, they'll get done. I won't leave them out. Got a couple more over here. And that symbol is all done. We're 50 minutes in so far. Wow. Quicker today. Well, not quicker, but we are making good time. Usually it takes me about an hour, hour and 15 to do a section. Today is not going to be any exception to that rule. We're going to be sticking to around that same timeline. Because it's a bit of confetti. bit of confetti going on here in this snow section here. And like I said, now some of these are very similar in color, so I want to try and get them all in there without having to go back. I think I got all of those. I think I do. Not sure. Oh, missed one right there on the bottom. I still had some in my tray, so I didn't have to dump them back out. Okay. There's that symbol. There's that symbol. Don't think there's a ton of these either. Okay, now I made a mess of that, so now I gotta fix it all up because they went a little bit too far on one side. There we go, fixed. Got it all fixed. Why can't I get my drills picked up properly? I don't know. Maybe I need my this. Like I'm going in, I'm grabbing at them. I'm jabbing. I don't want to come up. I don't want to be picked up. So I'm going to pull the putty out. Put it back in. Let's see if that'll work. There's a bit of putty on my tweezers there now, so they were sticky. I know. The letter O. Don't think there's very many of those. One there, and one up here. That's what I'm seeing. Yep, that's all of them. And number 2. Any more? And there. Thought I saw another one. The letter U. Now this one I gotta be careful when I pull it out because the lid don't like to stay on that container for some reason. For some reason it seems like the lid is stripped or something. The lid is a stripper. There's quite a few of these. I can probably multi on some of them. I multi-place a few of them around. That one's supposed to go over there. You go there and you go here. Behave yourself now, be good. Talking through my drills like they can hear me. Telling them to behave and be good. Missed one of the eyes. I can see it. Now these are I figured out something. I think I just figured out how to multi-place horizontally and vertically easily. Do I have them all? I think so. Look at me go. Look at me being good. Okay, now the bold L, I'm going to call it. One of them did fall out of the tray. I thought I heard it. Now it's on the floor. Oh well. I went to pick it up and it fell on the floor. Oh well. Now let's get these done. I don't see very many of them. I don't know why I poured out all these drills. Thought there was more than there actually is. Possibly. Possibly. Oh, no, I missed some U's. Two more there. Now these look like they have little lines, so it's going to be like a little shadow kind of thing. That's what this looks like. Little shadowy pieces on the roof, under the chimney. That is supposed to be there. And there. go. Looks like I got all of those done. Woohoo! We're an hour in. We don't have very much more to go. Oh, a lot more to go. I missed an I and a couple of U's. I'm going to fill those in right now. Because if not, I'll be moved on and I'll probably forget about them, and then I'll be back and be like, what? I thought I did those already. Oh, I thought I did. Yes, I really did think that I had them done already. But I don't. Not these two. There's a G and an H and stuff in there that I missed too. Let's do the number 4. Symbol 4. Hornflower blue color. Yes, Lisa, there's a lot of blue in this section. But I don't mind the blue. I prefer the blue over the brown, honestly. Prefer to do the blues over all of the browns that we were doing in a couple of years ago with the advent calendar. So it was a nice image once it was done. Doing it was painful. A lot of brown. This one with the stockings and the fireplace and stuff. It's a lot of brown. It's dark. Last year we had Santa Claus with it was like a snow globe or something. It was a pretty image. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Santa Claus, a picture is okay. But I'm not going to get in a picture with Santa Claus. Not at all. Not gonna happen. Nope. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. So what I'm doing when I'm doing my multi-placing horizontally, I'm taking the amount of drills that I need, I'm looking for this one, and then I'm twisting my thing and it covers them. So I do this, put it on that one, twist it, that one didn't want to come off. So I need 4 drills, find this one, twist it around and put them down. Now that didn't work because that's supposed to be 5. This one will, the 2 will. Oh, just didn't want to come off the pen. That wasn't a me thing, that was a drill being stuck in the putty of the pen. There we go. I just figured that out today. Thought I'd share with you what I'm doing in case you're having trouble. Not that I'm an expert in multi-placing at all. No, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I would never consider myself an expert with multi-placing. Nope. Oh, come here, come down. 4 o'clock? Yep, she's 1 minute fast. So, no, she's 1 minute slow. So, I think I have the pendulum correct. It's just that now I have to just adjust the time. I think we got it figured out. I lowered the pendulum today to make it swing a little bit slower because I think she was going too fast. very many of these. Let's adjust them. Get them in the right spots. Making sure that our symbol is completely covered. That's the big thing with me. I just always want to make sure my symbols are covered. I don't want to be seeing like pieces of symbol sticking out the side. It happens sometimes when your symbol is larger, but I haven't been seeing it a lot on this canvas. There are a couple of instances of it on the canvas in places, but from a distance, never notice. You're not going to be up close with a microscope looking at this anyway, or a magnifying glass or anything like that to see if you're not looking at it that close. Let's say you're going to be enjoying it from a distance, we would hope. And okay, now we'll do the radio wave. Oh, look at it. It's looking good. Oh, you should have told me that you were falling out of frame. You need to put the drills back in the container before I put the container away. That usually works, right? Usually works better that way. You're falling out of frame. I'm going to put you up there. See if that works. No. Okay, we're going to take those off. I'm going to put this one down there. And hope that this will work a bit better now. No, you don't want to come off because you're stuck in the glue on my pen. Okay. Oh, one more. There's one more right there. I missed one of the 9s over on that side. So we'll grab that one and pop it in. Now we'll do the regular L, not the bold L. Regular L is more of a, is gray. The bold L is blue. Oh, come on. Come up. My putty is not working so well, so I'm just going to put a little bit more in, see if that'll work. See if that'll work better for me. I think it gets jammed up into the end of the, like it goes back into the placer, and not enough is exposed to get it to the edge. So then the drill don't stick to it. Not as well. It's not as good. Alright, we're cooking with steam now. We're almost there. Almost there. I know it's been a longer time today. But that's okay. You got to spend a bit more time with me. How's that? Bit of confetti now, and takes a little bit longer. As you know. Down in this corner, yeah, we got a bit of confetti going on. We're almost done. Getting there. We're almost there. I poured out just the right amount. I only need 2 and I poured out 4. That's okay. I need 1, 1, and 4. One of this one, I'm just going to pick it right out of the pot. Not even gonna pour it. And one of the snake eating its tail. And 4 of the X's. Yeah, and I poured out way too many. All right. Section done. Day 13 is in the books. Come back tomorrow. Join me for day 14. We'll be 2 weeks in. Day 14 is right at the bottom. It's down. I'm probably going to get a bit more of the base of the tree in here. Bit of confetti. It'll be probably a bit more color blocking over here. I'm thinking the tree is going to come to about here. According to how wide the tree is looking. About halfway through here. And about right here will be tree. The rest of this is going to be snow and stuff, so it's probably going to be a little bit more color blocking tomorrow. Right, so today we've got this section done. We have a star or something in the sky there, and a chimney and a roof. Thank you for joining me. If you have not already, please subscribe. There's the church and a snowman. So like, subscribe, share, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.